Hello everyone. This is Purushottam Vishwakarma, your English teacher, and today we are going to study the third poem in class 12th Flamingo, Keeping Quiet. This is written by Pablo Neruda, a famous poet. In this poem, the poet aims to appeal to the readers to take some time out of their busy life for a little introspection, self examination, and retrospection. The title Keeping Quiet is symbolic of stopping all the activities, keeping quiet in the mind, not doing anything, but to question and understand the purpose of the world that humans have created around themselves. So, what is the theme? Retrospection and introspection. First of all, about the poet. Pablo Neruda. Pablo Neruda 1904 to 1973 was born in 1904 and died in 1973. Is the pen name of Neftali Ricardo Reyes Basalto, who was born in the town of Parral in Chile. Neruda's poems are full of easily understood images which make them no less beautiful. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1971. In this poem, Neruda talks about the necessity of quiet introspection and creating a feeling of mutual understanding among human beings. He died in 1973. He wrote over 140 poems. And when did he get the Nobel Prize for Literature? In 1971. Colombian novelist Gabriel Garcia Marquez once called him the greatest poet of the 20th century in any language. Let's begin the poem. Before you read from your textbook, what does the title of the poem suggest to you? It suggests us about the importance of keeping quiet. What do you think the poem is about? The poem is about introspection and an appeal to the reader for keeping quiet, doing nothing for a little while. Let's see. Now we'll count to 12 and we'll all keep still. Pablo Neruda urges, appeals the humans that we all will count up to 12. These 12 denotes hopefully 12 hours of a day or 12 months in a year. And we'll all keep still, and all of us will keep still silent without moving our arms for once on the face of earth. अगर ऐसा होता है, for once it would be an exotic time, a rare moment. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. We should not speak in any language because language makes difference. So we should speak only one language, that is silence. Let's stop for a second. And he is appealing all of us to stop for 1 second without speaking a word, without doing anything, and not move our arms so much. Here, arms can be used in two ways: arms for weapon and arms for hand. So these arms are for two things: one arm, weapon, another, hands. And not move our arms so much. If we are moving arms, that we are dictating something, we are quarreling. Another, arms, weapons. It would be an exotic moment if it happens. If for a second the whole world stops for a while, that would be an exotic, rare moment. That moment would be rare moment. Without rush, people are not in hurry to go to their offices, to go to their tasks, doing their businesses. Without engines, there is no work in factory. People have stopped working. Engine here denotes factories, industries. We would all be together. And if this happens, we would all be together for a little bit of time in a sudden strangeness, and that will create a strange feeling. That will would be a strange feeling. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. Fishermen here denotes those people who are exploiting nature. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. If fishermen are not working, they would not harm natural beauty, nature, and the man gathering salt would look at his hot hands. And the man who is gathering salt at the sea would have some time to think about his follies, his mistakes, his problems, his hard hands. So here hard hands denotes his follies. Now the next, those who prepare green wars, those industrialists, those statesmen who prepare green wars exploiting nature, mining, quarrying, wars with gas, biochemical weapons, wars with fire, arms, missiles, victory with no survivors. That victory would be without any survivor. ऐसी जीत का क्या फायदा जब कोई जिंदा ही ना बचे. That would be regardless. Victory with no survivors would put on clean clothes. What he appeals, they should put on clean clothes. Clean clothes means to adopt a different approach. They should adopt a different approach and walk about with their brothers. And they should walk with fraternity, feeling brotherhood, keeping in mind all the people of the world are brothers. They should adopt a different approach, different attitude of life, should go hand in hand. Hence, this sudden silence would give us an opportunity to introspect. Since we would not speak for a while, barriers between communities would break and sense of brotherhood would prevail. Man would get an opportunity to realize how he is destroying nature and how he is harming himself. As in the last lines we studied, the fisherman, the salt gatherer, futile wars against men and nature would be arrested, and a new feeling of unity would be experienced. They would all walk together, hand in hand like brothers, in the shade doing nothing. Under the shade, keeping quiet, doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. The poet wants to say that he doesn't want his desire for inactivity to be misunderstood as a state of uselessness. Life is what it is about. Life must go on. Life is an ongoing process. I want no truck with death. He says that he doesn't want any truck with death, any discussion, any debate on the topic of death, no argument on the topic of death. If we are not so single minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves. The poet wants to convey the message to us. We should not be single minded, only thinking of ourselves, selfish, about keeping our lives moving. What do we do in our day to day life? We do not care for others, we care for only ourselves. And for once could do nothing. And if this happens, for once we are doing nothing, perhaps a huge silence that will create a huge silence might interrupt this sadness. And that sadness, the fear of death, we all are afraid of death. Death would come, we have responsibilities, so we have to finish our responsibilities as soon as possible. We are afraid of death. हमें मौत से डर लगता है, हम चाहते हैं अपनी जिम्मेदारियां जल्दी जल्दी निभा लें, खत्म कर लें. सो दैट सैडनेस, वो दुख जो मौत से डर का दुख है, might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves. हमें अपने आप को समझने का मौका नहीं मिलता. We do not have time to understand ourselves, to introspect and check our mistakes, our merits, what is good in us, and of threatening ourselves with death. And what do? We threaten ourselves with death. हमें मौत से डर लगता है और इसीलिए हम चाहते हैं कि अपने काम को जल्दी से जल्दी निपटा लें. And that is why we all are single minded. We think only about ourselves, not of others. But if we introspect, if we keep quiet for a little while, we would understand what we are, our inner beauty. Now, the last lines, perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead. The poet wants us to learn a lesson from the earth. As when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive, the earth appears to be inactive, yet it is selflessly productive. It produces selflessly without any selfishness. Men too could be productive and progressive without any aggression, selfishness, and the urge for destruction. उसी तरह से इंसान भी, ह्यूमंस भी ऐसा कर सकते हैं विदाउट एनी एग्रेशन, विदाउट एनी सेल्फिशनेस एंड द अर्ज ऑफ डिस्ट्रक्शन. So we should not be destructive, we should be constructive, we should be helping others. Now I'll count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I'll go. Now the poet asks us the permission to leave. And once again he repeats the line, Now I'll count up to 12. He'll count up to 12 and then he'll go, giving the message to us. He has given us the message to keep quiet, the importance of keeping quiet, how we'll keep quiet and learn to make others happy. Now we'll have a look at the summary. The poet talks about the need of silence and quiet introspection and the importance of tranquility and calmness. He also talks about creating a feeling of mutual understanding among human beings. The poet asks us to keep still and count up to 12. He also asks us to sit still for a moment. We should not speak any language. We should not move our arms so much. It will be a moment of complete silence without rush or hurry. This would be an exotic moment. Then a sudden strangeness will prevail, which we'll all enjoy. It will be bliss. The fishermen would not harm the whales on the cold sea. Even the man gathering salt would stop working and look at his hurt hands and reflect at the pain and harm his strenuous task had caused him. All kinds of wars must be stopped at once. The green wars against the environment, wars with poisonous gases, firearms must be stopped at once. People who are all the time preparing for wars, leaving no survivors behind, ought to find time to wear clothes and walk around with their brothers, strengthening the message of peace and brotherhood. At the same time, the poet cautions not to confuse stillness with total inactivity. Life is an ongoing process and should not be associated with death. It is to be lived with positive attitude. He does not want us to ruminate over death, but he feels that if for once we do not focus ourselves single mindedly to keep our lives moving, but do some introspection or spend time in silence doing nothing, we can understand ourselves better and escape from the threatening calls of death. The earth can teach us a lesson how everything comes to a dead end and comes to life again. In the same manner, a quiet introspection can bring all evil thoughts to an end and bring in a new life of peace and tranquility. Now the poet will count up to 12 and they should keep quiet and he will go. Thus, the poem Keeping Quiet celebrates the necessity of introspection and the advantage of doing nothing and maintaining silence for some time. And in the vast treasure of deep silence, all depression will vanish and peace would be attained, for one would be with oneself at one's peaceful best.